This program brought to you by masseur.Dance.
A dancer's body is their instrument, and some of the most famous dancers in recent history have had theirs worked on by Mitch Gries.
The type of therapy that I do is a combination of St. John neuromuscular therapy and some Ida Rolf structural integration. I started, as I was saying earlier, doing massage for dancers back in the late 70s, and it was basically just good general deep massage, what I thought would be what a dancer necessitated in order to get back on stage and feel at their best. But over the years, by studying Rolfing and studying the St. John neuromuscular therapy and a lot of therapeutic stretching classes, I've learned how to be more precise and more comprehensive in my treatment. So now, not only can I fix a dancer or pedestrian quicker than I could before, I know why I'm doing it, and I can explain to my clients what I'm doing, and I think the trust level is much higher. I also think that because I've worked with so many dancers over the years, I can relate to dancers better than almost any other therapist. I've got just this long chronology of dancers I've worked with, and my knowledge of dance and ballets, and I don't just work with dancers, I actually like to watch them perform.
He helps me a lot in all my treatments. He usually eats several of these milk bones during the session and then gathers around the therapy table and does a lot of complimentary aid by just lying there. Isn't that right, Knuckles? Hamburg Ballet, which I worked with several of their dancers. Here's from the Bolshoi Ballet. Here's from the San Francisco Ballet that I worked with several years. Here's from the Stuttgart Ballet. I worked with Marcia Heidi and Richard Cragen, most of their principal dancers. This was 1979. Here's American Ballet Theater. Actually, one of the reasons I moved to Los Angeles was I wanted to work with Baryshnikov. He was the greatest dancer at the time, and I thought that would be terrific for my resume if I could help him doing massage. Here, actually, within about a week, I started massaging Baryshnikov. I also worked with Makarova. I worked with Fernando Bajonas for years, Makarova for years, Yvonne Nage I worked with several times. Gelsey Kirkland did not see me. She was one of the few. She was busy doing other things. Clark Tippett I worked with. Ted Kivett, I helped him. He had a really tight back, could hardly move. He told me it was one of his best performances in years after I worked with him. Here's John Meehan I worked with. Marcos Paredes, working with the great ballet stars like Nureyev, Baryshnikov, Makarova. It gives me a great sense of pride. There's nothing in my life that I enjoy as much as seeing a great dancer dance great.